Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great.
Everything seems to be working. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming back at you with more Star Citizen. I am absolutely planning on going into the ASD facility again. But before I do that, I am going to load up some stuff from Port Tressor into a box, and I'm going to transport it down to New Babbage, my home port, as well. And since I'm going to do that, I might as well take a cargo mission. So there's going to be one cargo mission. The only ship I have here at Tressor is the Raft. I'm going to transport it down to the ground and then switch over to another ship and go to the ASD mission. Actually, I'm thinking about going to. You know what? I think I'm going to go to ArcCorp. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to ArcCorp and buy a ship. 85, that's not very much. I don't know why I'm looking through all this stuff here. Oh, my FPS was jump. Is it under utility? Might be. Looking at these boxes here. I could take an 8 SU and just a gigantic monster box. I couldn't use it before. But I have like a ton of these tubes. If I only one. Good, sorry.
How's it going?
Let's go to the hangar. Okay, FPS picked back up. That's good. There's something was going on that was bleeding my FPS. I have no idea what it was. I will be getting a new graphics card probably next month. Probably in about 30 days or so. 45 days, somewhere in that neighborhood. Middle of November.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
The only ship I have here is the Rat. Let's go ahead and pull that
Vehicles,
up.
your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Now, the reason why we started about 30 minutes late is because I was putting mud. I don't know if you can see that. I was putting this mud texture on those bases of figures so that I'm basically trying to finish them. Okay, here's my new container. Let's open it. Turn that off. Okay. So now I have a container here. I wish they were, see, if I didn't move all, it's all going to go to my backpack. And that's not where I want it to go to. And I took this afternoon, I went and sold all the extra P4s and P8s that I took off of the 890 jump. Made a couple $100,000, I think. Oh wait, drinks can stay. 20% of that one SU. Got 11 of those. Yep, that's fine. Okay, it's all loaded up. It's ready to go. We're gonna take this wrap. We're gonna move it a little bit closer to the elevator. And then we'll take a mission. I'm not fond of this ship, just for those of you out there that think I like this ship. I don't. This ship was a gift by Microtech. It's temporary. I fully anticipate as soon as 432 drops that I'm no longer going to have this ship. So, having said that,
Systems activating. Systems on.
I think what I should probably do a ship spotlight on this. Okay, that's about as close as I can get. Don't like that elevator interface. Don't like that I can't find the tractor beam, even though I think there is one. I think that's it right there. But I don't know where the controls of it are. I would think it would be right there in that room. But I've looked around and I can't find it. Okay. So we're going to take a mission from Pressler to New Babbage. Doesn't have to be big. I just want to make, 50 grand, while since there's nothing else. Okay, there's Stims, 103 SCU. Port Tressler, New Babbage, right? No, that's New Babbage to Port Tressler. That's the wrong direction. Okay. Port Tressler, New Babbage, 99. And I'll make 56. I accept. Now, there might be another... one. I only have about 88, we'll say 85, just to make everything copacetic. Because of that extra box that I'm going to take with me. There's no filter in the mission thing. I gotta go look through every single one. I can't just say, pickup, Pressler, destination, New Babbage. Filter everything out. I wish it would do that. But no. Okay, so there's no other supply grade. Let's see if there's any. I know there's going to be some small ones, which actually pay more than what you're carrying. It seems like they pay double. Because like, see, you're like I'm only carrying 8 SU, but it's paying 34. So that's, except it's going the wrong direction. Hustler. No, not going to logistics. Not going to all that junk. I just want new Babbage. Chrysler to New Babbage. Come on. Ooh, look at that. 120. Guess what? And you see, you're not carrying that much. You're just having to go to a million different places. Oh, wait. Port Tressler to New Babbage. Okay, that's about halfway down. That's 10, so that leaves me with about 75. Come on. All right, office. My button doesn't want to press because I got a rubber booty on my finger. Drag it down to about halfway or so, and then continue my search. Wait, let's go up just a little bit. Tressler to, okay, there's partially New Babbage, but that's not. Like I said, I don't want to make a second trip out to Sakura Sun or something like that. So, I've been watching, while I've been painting and stuff like that, I've been kind of let play in the background some other people's, either interpretation recap or live, you know, like they watched it live, the CitizenCon Direct, right? So what I basically have done is watched CitizenCon Direct probably 3 or 4 times, maybe even more. But I wasn't watching for the presentation because I've already seen the presentation, but I was watching to see what other people, how they reacted to the presentation and their thoughts or their interpretations or their you know, what they felt about it, stuff like that. And a couple of different people had widely different interpretations, you know, as well as me, right? So none of us agree on anything. But there was a couple of insights that I appreciated. You know, I was like, wow, I didn't really think about that, but that is absolutely right. And I was like, man, that changes my whole outlook on that presentation or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. Because I like keeping an open mind and learning other people's thoughts and stuff like that. and I let it inform me, like give me a better understanding. Try to solve. Okay, I think I went through every single one of them. I did. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay. Remember, I can't do two things at once, so just bear with me. When it comes to organizing my thoughts, I am 100% totally on a one-track mind. Okay, that's that small cargo hall. This is that junior one. This is my box. And the rest can all stay here. The first thing I want to say is the Nix system has 3 planets and a couple asteroid belts, and the planets, they showed them off in the video and all that, which they all look beautiful. Genesis, is like a new way to do planets, and boy howdy does it look really good. But they showed Nix 1, and he said it was the hero planet, meaning it's really the main sight to see in the Nix system, right? It's like the most important or the most noteworthy or something like that, right? And it is. It's a beautiful looking planet, right? Hills, swamps, grass, all that stuff. Water features. I don't think I pushed that one too far enough. There we go. And I thought, man, that's a beautiful looking planet. Now, the point that I'm trying to bring up, why is the People's Alliance whining and complaining about their asteroid mining base? They've got a beautiful planet that they could go habitate. All they have to do, why are they struggling for resources? There's a perfectly usable planet called Nix 1. So I go to the lore, and I go to the write-ups of all these systems. And in the write-up, it says that all 3 worlds are uninhabitable. That's why, there's the space station of Nix, or spaceport. Okay, well, that goes perfect with the lore. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So what does that teach us? That teaches us that Nix 1 is not going to stay in the Nix system because that's not where it belongs. It's too nice of a planet to be in the Nix system. And I was thinking, Nix 1 is like too close to the sun. So how is it the habitable planet? Well, it's also a blue star, so it probably is cooler, which means your habitable zone is probably closer. So I can accept that. I don't know my astrophysics as well as I should. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be switched out with a barren rock. A coreless world that's been mined to oblivion or whatever. So where is this planet that they're making with the Genesis system? Where is that planet going to go? And I'm thinking it's going to go. It's not going to go in the Castra system, because Cascom is also a barren rock, and Castra, it could be Castra, but they would have to find a place to put Sherman and all that.
Systems
Oops,
off.
I didn't mean to do that. So I have a feeling it's going to be one of the planets in the Terra system, or like I mentioned the other day, it's one of the planets in one of the other systems that are super close to being finished. And I personally believe they have a lot of planets close to being finished than the others. But yeah, one guy was saying, made the point, why is this planet here when it's supposed to be barren, and why do they have problems and stuff like that out in the asteroid?
Landing gear up. Shields off.
Here's the planet.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
That was the thought process of one of the people I was watching. And then another guy made a comment that resonated with me quite a bit, a lot actually. Speaking of the last phase of the video, they talked about this tactical group of, it's like this mass battle where you have different tasks that need to be accomplished, and each task has to be accomplished by a different type of ship or different trying to make everything or try to make that mission seem more team oriented, like you would want to bring all your friends you know, and everybody take on a specific role. That was the word I was looking for that mission. And that seems really cool, but there was something in the back of my mind that has been bothering me about that. I love the fact that they've got a mission like that. So the question is, and he brought this up, and I was like, you know, they never mention it. The question is, why? Why? And it's not why did CIG make this mission, or why. That's not his question. His question is, why is the Empire concerned about this? Why is Intersect asking you to help with this? What is going on? Why do they even care? Why are they helping the Vandul? Because it's a mission where you take on this human element that has been fighting the Vandal, and you're siding with the Vandal against the humans. Yes, it says you're a third party, or you're they play it off as being like it's really cool, but is it really cool? It doesn't. There was like
Landing gear down.
there was something about it that bothered me until this guy started making these points, saying like, if you do this mission, you're helping the Vandal because you're disabling these turrets that were preventing the Vandal from attacking this base, and you're now disabling those turrets.
Landing complete.
And I was like, this guy is absolutely right. Why are we helping the Vandal? I think that should be good. Plus, I'm still inside the dashed line, so when I go to store the ship, it should still work. Notice that 300i I got parked over on the side? Yeah, I stole that from the 890 jump. Okay, so, we're gonna power off.
Systems off.
Get out. Stand here in the foyer. Take my helmet off. Grab one of my empty bottles here. And I'm gonna drink it. Then I'm gonna store it. And then I'm gonna grab my empty bottle. Put it back in my hand. And I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna get my hydration up to 100%. I know that's gonna put my nutrition up, but that's okay. I'll live with that. And we'll store it. Go back with my helmet. I don't want to go back. But I totally forgot that this frickin' elevator. Probably do it from here. Or not. What the heck? That's why I turned the power on. Test of the emergency broadcast system. Okay. Any answer to my question? Let's just get this out of the way. I'm going to be unhappy. Stop. Okay, now it should be able to grab everything. everything. Looks like everything.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Now, I thought about taking the 300, but we're flying to ArcCore. I'm gonna buy a ship and then abandon this ship. And then if I did that, I would lose the ship. Because it's not mine. I didn't buy it. I borrowed it from an 890 jump. Pirates that were on the 890 jump. Okay, we're going to go buy a Pisces, but I'm going to go buy the Pisces Rescue. I thought about trading it in. Trading this cargo version for the medical version, but Star Citizen won't let me trade this in or upgrade it because it's not a standalone ship. The only reason why I have it is because I have the Cutlass, not the Cutlass, the Carrack. The Carrack came with a ground vehicle, the Ursa, and the Pisces.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields offline.
And since this thing, when I claim it, it only takes like 2 or 3 minutes to claim. I plan to abandon it at ArcCore and then just claim it. So area 18. And it's been a minute since I've been to Art Course, so this is going to be a revisiting of an old friend. So yeah, so the first thing was, since I'm not doing anything, it's just I got a couple of minutes to talk to you guys. So watching these videos, I learned, or it kind of was revealed to me, that Nix 1 will be great to explore and look at. Are we server error? Okay. Yeah, so we'll be able to explore it, and they will be able to develop it with using Genesis, and they will have the players play around on it. You know, it'll be what do they call it? A screenshot paradise. And then once they get Genesis all worked out and everything, they'll probably put the original planet back where it belongs, a barren wasteland. And then that planet will get moved out and it'll go into some other system where it actually belongs. And then the second thing is that mission that at the end of the video, they're talking about this one type of mission. I personally think that mission is awesome from what they explained, but they didn't explain why we were doing this mission, right? And even if there is a good reason, it's really, to me, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't know what it is about my expectations, because to me all that is a scripted mission. That's all it is. You do A before you can do B, before you can do C, and each one has a specific objective, and I'm glad that they were able to program that, but it seems like they're making it harder than it should be, or this is probably more likely the case, they're pretending that it's harder than it really is to gain sympathy or to gain not trust, or basically like to give them an out, to give them leeway or freedom, because, oh, we spent all this time on this mission. No, you didn't. The ships are already in the game. You didn't build any ships. All you did was say 3 Vandals show up, or 3 Hornets show up, or, you know, this or that shows up. That's not that, shouldn't be that hard to program. But they're like, oh, it's such a big deal. No, it's not. I understand building the map, you know, environment, designing the environment. I understand where that is the hard work, but just the flow of the mission, I got bored quickly. It was like, whatever. They said you could do it repeatable. It'll be fun the first time, or the second time you do it, or if you take on a different role each time you do it, it could be fun. I don't know. The capital ship action, is cool to to be in a turret or to pilot a capital ship or to land or take off and refuel and all that on a capital ship. That all sounds fun, but is it really? And that was at first I was super excited because I bought into the hype. I was like, oh man, this is going to be so cool. But the more I think about it, I'm like, is it really going to be that cool? It's just another series of missions that aren't going to work, first of all. And if it does work perfect, I'm only going to do it 3 or 4 times, and then I'm never going to do it again. It's a lot of environment design. I'm not going to say mission design because all they do is plug some numbers in. So I don't know. I'm just not that impressed with it.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, gotta let my drive cool off. There we go.
Quantum
Wow,
drive
it didn't take
is
that
now
long to cool off.
Quantum drive is now off.
And I'm not a big fan of the Junker style weapons and the Junker armor and the Junker ships. They all seem pretty if you could scrap together your own ship,
Shields online.
kind of like the way Starfield does it, where you could put different components into different ships or whatever, and you can make your own ship, kind of a junker ship. That would be very cool. But it's a pre-programmed, bespoke.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
It's a bespoke.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
No, I'm not.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Why are you saying this?
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Why was I in the floor? So, like the Shiv, right? Which is like this put together ship. Everybody in the verse that buys a Shiv are getting the exact same Shiv. That doesn't make sense to me. And the rifles, there's like a couple of, there's an AK and there's a machine gun or whatever. And they look like they were built in a scrapyard or something. And and that's okay to find one guy out in the verse or whatever that's got one of these. And maybe it's a good weapon, maybe it's not. But when it's a whole series of weapons, there's something about it that just,
It takes all of us
I
working
just don't
together
feel
to keep
right
our
about it.
coast
Just,
safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible
okay, we're
threats
not
every
renting,
time.
I'm buying. So that means I gotta take the train. Did you just see that person go through the wall? On video. Better just some time. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of the junker weapons, and the junker armor, but I don't mind it in the game. It's just not impressive to me, if that makes sense. Now, if a guy's supposedly selling black market weapons and ships and stuff like that, shouldn't it be like high end, hard to get, military only type stuff? You know, that, not junk. Because junk is not black market. There's,
Now arriving.
gotta wait for that other train to leave so we can go in.
City flight is business travel made simple.
Okay, now I'm trying to remember where this place is. I'm looking for Cryasco. Right? I know it's across a bridge. I think it's over here. There's the Glock bar. I know I hear people say G-Lock. That looks like Glock to me. Astra Amara, that's what it's called, not Cryasco. Is it Anvil? I think so. Okay, there's the Exploration Pathfinder. Rescue right there. Wow, I didn't make this trip all the way over here just to get this one ship. Yeah, there was a lot about this Citizen Con that bothered me. Not in a negative way, just in a disappointing way, if that makes sense. You know, it's like, okay, whatever, it's okay. At first I was real hyped for the video and getting a chance to see all this stuff new and fresh. Guys, I'm going to have to take a short break, okay? My body is telling me I have to take a bio break. I will be right back.
Offering a wide selection of certified premium vehicles, Astro Armada, whose owning a quality car doesn't mean paying a premium price. Looking for the biggest brands and personal collection? Cubby's Glass is your best shot. Got a cargo hold filled with odds and ends? Swing on by Dumpers Depot. Take it off your hands. Whether it's drinks with old friends or dancing with someone new, it's always happy hour at G-Lock Lounge. Offering the widest selection of certified premium vehicles, Astro Armada, whose owning a quality craft doesn't mean paying a premium price. For all the hardcore products you love, be sure to visit Hardcore's very own showcase store. With around-the-clock assistance available at the medical unit, you can feel your best, day or night. Defend what's yours with the latest in defensive and offensive accessories, and always go for center. For all the Hardcore products you love, be sure to visit Hardcore's very own showcase store. With around-the-clock assistance available at the medical unit, you can feel your best, day or night. Make your hangar your own. Abernathy Interiors. Individual style for impeccable taste. Looking for the biggest brands in personal protection? Cubby's Glass is your best shot. Make your hangar your own. Abernathy Interiors. Individual style for impeccable taste. Defend what's yours with the latest in defensive and offensive accessories. And always go for center. Looking for the biggest brands in personal protection? Cubby's Glass is your best shot. As life an unexpected turn, the legal experts at Barclays Estates can help. Barclays Estates, counsel you can trust. With the hottest looks at the hottest prices, Casava's got you covered. Casava Outfit, what you want to wear. From imports to exports, to pricing and more, the Trade and Development Division Office has the resources you need to get the job and get it done. Offering the widest selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, Astro Armada proves owning a quality craft doesn't mean paying a premium price. Reminder, for all safety and security concerns, please visit the Artport Corporate Security Office. Defend what's yours with the latest in defensive and offensive accessories, and always go for center. With the hottest looks at the hottest prices, Cassava's got you covered. Cassava Outlet, what you want to wear. Looking for the biggest brands in personal protection? Cubby's Blast's your best shot. Whether it's drinks with old friends or dancing with someone new, it's always happy hour at G-Lock Lounge. Got a cargo hold filled with odds and ends? Swing on by Jumper's Depot to take it off your hands. Make your hanger your own. Abernathy Interiors. Individual style for impeccable taste. Make your hanger your own. Abernathy Interiors. Individual style for impeccable taste. Defend what's yours with the latest in defensive and offensive accessories, and always go for center. With around-the-clock assistance available at the medical unit, you can feel your best, day or night. Reminder, for all safety and security concerns, please visit the Artport Corporate Security Office. Defend what's yours with the latest in defensive and offensive accessories, and always go for center.
I got my headset on, right? It's wireless. I overheard a few things from the announcer that I thought was pretty revealing. One of them was, for the best in used vehicles or pre-owned vehicles, go to Astro Armada. Now, did I just buy a pre-owned ship? And then when he was talking about the lounge, the announcer called it the G-Lock Bar, or G-Lock Lounge. So, officially, it's G-Lock. And then he reminded me that I need to go to the medical center and buy a med pack or med gel canister or whatever. I probably shouldn't bother with this. It's 100,000 credits, but as soon as the game, that thing right there. As soon as the PTU goes live, it'll be deleted. Because whenever a new patch is released, they delete all the expendables, like ammo and refills and anything like that all get deleted. So that's 100,000 credits that if I don't use by Friday, it'll be useless. Because I believe the patch is going live Friday, I think. What are you doing? Are you trying to fix that? You're doing something to it. can't get it fixed. And I heard one family talking about how his friend was having issues or whatever. And what I was thinking was, this would be really good to have quests just pop up, you know, based on conversations that you hear. You know, if he says, oh, my friend went missing out in the Kuiper Belt or something, you could go, hey, I accept that quest to go out there and try to look for your brother or whatever, you know? Yeah, you just get quests just by overhearing other people. They are planning on doing that. They call them area quests. Area initiated, or I don't remember what they call it, but they do plan to implement that in the game. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, it's just one additional, you know, it's not like I can live without it. It's just one additional cool thing to have in the game. And the next thing that's super cool that they talked about in the CitizenCon was instances. Every MMO I've ever played, and I've played a lot of them, I want you to know I've played a lot of MMOs. And I would have to say, literally, every single one of them has instanced content. It was, and it has been, mind-boggling that Star Citizen did not have any instant content.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport.
They know how to do instances. That's what I don't get it. Like,
We hope you have
and this
safe
is
travels
what's
wherever your final destination may be.
this is what's mind-boggling. When I go into my hangar, it's an instance of a hangar. As soon as I go into this elevator, and as soon as I click on
It takes all of us working
where
together
is
to
my
keep our corp safe and secure. Be vigilant and
Alright.
report possible threats every time.
Welcome
it must have
to the
auto
ASOP
stored
vehicle
my
retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Obey all security and customs
Yeah,
personnel.
that
at all
instance
times.
was
Their
created, and
job
now
is
I'm
your
being
safety.
transported to that instance. And no one else can get into this instance. No matter how hard they try, they can't get into it. Unless they were part of my party. If they were in my party and I invited them to my hangar, then they would be here. They would be in my instance.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
There it is.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I
Please visit us again.
should have had a button that
Goodbye.
said deliver, right? But it didn't have deliver, it just said retrieve. Oh, so it was here no matter what. And then there's that medical gel. I think that is, whenever you claim your rescue vessel, I think it comes with medical gel. I think that is I think that it shouldn't, in my opinion. Because there are people that are going to be abusing that. They are going to go use up whatever medical gel is in their ship, and then they will just, instead of buying more medical gel, they'll just claim. Yeah, okay, it comes with 200 of 200. Yeah.
Advent Aerospace. All
Okay, he's got
systems
guns.
online.
I was afraid he didn't have guns. I'm not trying to fight anybody, but I do have to continue working on these figures. Let's go back to Microtech.
Takeoff complete.
And I'll probably log out at that point. And we'll go do an ASD mission tomorrow.
Shields offline. Landing gear raised.
This is a beautiful world. I just wish the city was more explorable. You know, I wish there were... I know there are some buildings that you can land on and walk around on the top of the planet, on the top of their building, but you can't like go into the building. There are some buildings with elevators on them, but they are unusable. I really wish they would get on that. Am I high enough? Oh yeah. Going to go to a new new baggage. Yeah, I wanted to talk about instancing a little bit. I know I talked a little bit about it. But the Siege of Orison, right? That's
Drive is now on. Quantum drive
a
is
mission
now
that they
on.
ran a couple of years ago. Oh, I got disconnected from my... No worries. We can reconnect. And that was a time when I was not playing Star Citizen. I was not playing a whole lot of computer games at all. And that was when I regret missing. I wish I was around when that happened. But now that they've got instancing, they're going to bring it back as an instance where you form a party and you go in to this mission, and because it's an instance, your performance will be way better than, you won't have all these people, and you won't have this huge planet and everything else affecting the server ping rate and all that, causing your experience to be low. So by putting you in a separate little, for lack of a better term, a shard, you will have a better play experience. I totally am excited about that. You don't know how excited I am about the Siege of Orison. I really, it's right up my alley of a type of mission that my organization would take, or I personally would take. It's got a little bit of, I know there's some data pads you can pick up to learn clues about what's going on and stuff like that, which I'm not a big fan of picking up a data pad and reading it right in the middle of a firefight, but I am a fan of picking up a data pad, pressing play, and listening to a speech or a letter between parties while I'm in the middle of a firefight. I can do that. I can listen and fight at the same time. But if I have to stop and read and shoot a gun, I can't do it. I can't do that. And my understanding is, the Siege of Orison, you got to be on the lookout for bad guys all the time. You can't just, if you want to read something, you're going to have to go find a little cubby hole and read it. So yeah, the Siege of Orison, I'm looking forward to. This thing is like bright red. I wonder if my skin will fit on this. I've got a skin that's called Red Alert. It was what was on my other Pisces. Also, I wonder if I can put 2 Pisces in a Carrack. I don't carry a whole lot of cargo in my Pisces, but every now and then I do. I like a little shuttle like this. I think it's pretty cool. A couple of people could join me. Actually, I'm not sure if a couple of people can join me. No. Wait, there is a seat right there. And there is a bed right there. So yeah, 2 people could technically join me. Comfortably, I mean. Because there's components and... Is that the engineering terminal? Ship core, seed dump, I don't know. Does that have something to do with the regen crisis? Export symbiology, something or other. Okay, so watch that on video and then take it frame by frame to read it. I don't know. So this is where I would put my med gel canister. I could I could set a respawn point to my ship, right? Regeneration. Oh, it's on an 890 jump still? Okay, we don't want it there. Go. Yeah, it was still stuck on the 890 jump. That would have been bad. Well, I got my Hornet. No, I don't. I claimed it, so my Hornet wouldn't even be there.
Quantum fuel is at 75%. Quantum drive is
And I
now
notice
on.
also that the Pisces is extremely fuel efficient. That only took up 25% of my fuel.
Quantum drive is now on.
It's probably because it's so light, it's small, it's not super ginormous. And I'm gonna say something about it.
Quantum drive
Oh, and
is
it's
now
fast
on.
too. I was noticing. It's like if I just go horizontal, look max speed once I get there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1150. That's pretty good. Look at that 900 and I'm only at 7,000. Look how fast I slow down. This is a good ship for planetary hell, exploration, really. Maybe even missions. Because if you get owned, you can respawn.
Landing gear deployed.
So now I'm curious to know how much fuel is going to cost me traveling from ArcCore to Microtech. I wouldn't think it would be very much. I don't know what that was all about.
Landing complete. All systems offline.
All right, fuel. Wait a second. How come I can't see that? 1.4. I'm okay with that. 1.4 thousand is really not that much. I added a file to my game. It's a text file. I added a text file that changed the way I view these images. And so when I go to vehicles, and let's take the Hornet as the example. You can now see the Hornet. It's really bright though. It's like it has a light on it. Now I'm curious if changing the livery will change what it looks like here. I've got the blacksmith on right now. That did change. Look at that. I mean, it's not like it's in the actual hangar or anything. But it does change it a little bit. Okay, we're going back to the blacksmith because I really like that one. Okay, I need to store this ship so that I can see if I can change the paint. Now I wonder if I have to remove the paint from one of my other ships before I can add it to that ship. That's also a possibility.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
My
System.
other Pathfinder is in Area 18. We're going to claim that.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
That is where the other paint was.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Okay, we're going to store that.
Please visit us again.
I'm going to see if the
Goodbye.
paint is multi-use. The ship already disappeared? I think so. Vehicles. Select the ship. Oh, wait. Oh, that. Of course that's locked because it's being claimed. Wait. Okay, there we go. Liveries. There's none showed up. Okay. So I'm going to
Welcome to the ASOP
expedite.
Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Now let's check the vehicle here. Pisces. Yeah, right here. This red alert livery. It's a metallic red and black. Let's, whoops. Unequip it. Save. That doesn't look like it's changed. Okay, now let's go to the rescue. Oh, it's there. Nice. Now let's bring this up and see what the change looks like.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the follow. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
No. See, it's got that metallic red. It's got like one missile on each side, size 1. That's cool.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Alright, this is where we're going to log out. I'm going to quit because I have some painting that I want to do, and then maybe a video that I want to record before everybody in the house wakes up. So, I will be on tomorrow night, and I will be going for the ASD, the big one, the Operation Hyperion, or whatever it's called. I don't know what to expect. No spoilers, don't let me know. I don't want to know. I want to figure it out on my own. But I will see you in the next one. You guys take care.